It's hard to imagine an age of innocence in a time of war. After 16 months of negotiations with the Assad government, I've come to film life and the conflict here in Syria. Knowing I'll see devastation, fighting and heartbreak, I wonder if anything can prepare you for the reality of war. This is the funeral procession of Suhail al-Nabki. The 28-year-old was killed by a mortar here in Damascus. The blood-stained flag that draped his coffin is now the prized possession of his son Marwan. Now it's up to his grandmother, Marine al-Abnasser, to raise the young boy. She says she'll wear her son's image close to her heart forever.
يعني ما بشيلها بتاتا ولو أنا نايمة ولا شيء مع إني أنا ما بقدر نام وحاطة شيء. لا ما بشيلها أبدا سهيل بقلبي وماني حاسسته ميتي. على البلكون كنا نقعد نشرب قهوة. أي شيء بيذكرني بسهيل.
And little Marwan has seen things that no child should ever witness.
ركضت هو شفت
شو شفت تيتا؟
شفته ميت.
If there's any solace at all for this grieving family, they at least still have their own home. As diplomats try to thrash out a ceasefire in Geneva, the number of displaced Syrians is staggering. It's 8 million and growing by the day. This government shelter on the city's windswept outskirts is feeding 500 people. At times, it's housed 4,000. Mohamad is 37 and has 11 kids. 5 are with her, but 6 are still in an ISIS-controlled area. It's hard to imagine the family's trauma.
What future does she see for them?
مستقبل ما عم فكر فيه بالمرة. يعني بدك تفكر لبكرة ما عم تعرف بكرة شو بده يصير معك. من لحظة لحظة ما بتعرف شو بده يصير معك.
And in suburbs like Jobar, the future has quite literally been blown apart. Just 8 kilometres from central Damascus. I'm with government forces, and the enemy here isn't ISIS, but another militant group, Jaish al-Islam, or the Army of Islam.
من فترة ما أنا بعيد يعني كثير. المسلحين طلعوا من هالنقطة هون والنقطة اللي قدامنا هون وتم التعاون والحمد لله كبدناهم خسائر فادحة كبيرة كثير.
The militants here are frighteningly close.
القتال على بعد هون أحيانا بالأمتار عندكم.
It makes filming here virtually impossible. So many factions are fighting the government and each other now in Syria, and all sides stand accused of brutality. It's been called a post-apocalyptic nightmare. At times, the militants have held this area till they were beaten back, but not very far. I'm hoping they don't make another charge anytime soon.
This is literally the front line of the Syrian civil war, and we're told that the rebel groups could be between 20 and 50 metres away, but most disturbingly could also be anywhere underground. There's a nest of tunnels in this complex, and they don't know precisely their location at any given time.
مقاتل تحت دائم صديق نازل هون معرفتي معهم هون تحت الأرض أكثر من
My frontline guide is Colonel Ahmed Zarqa. The first thing that strikes me is how battle-weary he looks.
هلا هون واقف على مكان يوجد مقاتل تحت الأرض.
He spent just 2 days at his own home in the past 14 months. He says his men are Sunni, Shia and Christian, fighting together, non-sectarian, which he says reflects the country's past and he hopes its future. Like any soldiers, it's thoughts of home and family which unite these battle-hardened fighters.
في واحد من المقاتلين بشكل عام ما راح حدا يهناله قاعدة في بيته أو في وسط أهله إلا تعود البسمة على كافة على وجه وتم كل طفل سوري.
And a few kilometres away, there are smiles. It makes me realise the resilience children have. Even growing up in a war zone, they'll make a playground. People are actually living in the rubble. This mother of 6 was driven out in a rebel assault, but with nowhere else to live, the family returned to what's left of their old home.
ما في حياة هون. ما في حياة أبداً، معدومة الحياة، زبالة، قمامة، وسخ، قوارض، فئران، جرادين، حشرات، شيء مرعب، شيء مرعب.
And from this to this. For those who can afford it, and just 15 minutes from the fighting, beer, wine and spirits flow in busy bars and clubs. It could be Ibiza, even Melbourne, but it seems like this will disappear if the Islamist militias take control of the country. Shops and cafes are busy too. At times you can hear the mortars in the distance, but nothing disturbs a hard-fought game of backgammon. It's clear many people here have learned to live with the surreal.
This is nice. This is Damascus tablecloth furniture, and this is, you can use it double face, one for Sunday, one for Monday.
For 40 years, Papa Joseph has sold fine cloth and antiques, but he says 5 years of war have all but ruined him.
We have no business because we deal by foreign people, tourists, you see, and from 5 years, no business. Yeah.
Do you feel sad about what's happened?
Of course, everybody, not me, all the people. No business, no work, no nothing, no. It's very bad situation for all Syria.
Obaida Haamad is a journalist and also worked as my guide and translator. Unlike many, the father of 2 is determined to stay. No matter how bad it gets, this is home.
Homeland is not a motel. If you don't like it, you can change it. It's a homeland. It's something in your blood, in your genes.
But little Hamza's drawings show this war scars every child. At 7, he's already learning the curriculum of combat.
This is a soldier.
Yeah.
This is a tank. This is a katyusha. This is a car.
Where is the gun?
This is a gun. وانا نحب كرة القدم نستلنا انه هيك نقلبنا على الفريق نفتح البلد.
Brothers Ahmed and Ali are thinking big. They want to win the World Cup, but for now their field of dreams has been reduced to this. It's easy for children to be robbed of learning when the adults are at war. Hundreds of schools are destroyed and 2 million children without education. So centres like this are vital, and the focus is on learning.
Bravo.
The brothers fled the fighting in Aleppo a few months ago, and just as well. Now the city's under even heavier attack and tens of thousands of people are heading for Turkey. 5 years of war means that 1 child in 3 develops a mental disorder. Trained volunteers assess the level and type of trauma the kids have experienced. And the war has already left its mark on the boys. Like most kids, they've got big dreams and a plan B.
أنا يمكن إذا ما عجبتنا المهندس بدي يصير ضابط بدي يدعس على هدول داعش. يعني نقتلهم بدي أدعس على قطاعين الروس.
The words are pretty confronting, but in this mess, a sober reminder of innocence stolen. Many of these children have also witnessed unspeakable horror. It's the last place I expect to hear La Bamba. The power of music is a healing force.
The war, it will end one day, and I hope very soon. And in future, you'll make new Syria. You'll make your country much better, and they believe in this idea.
In the background, President Assad smiles down, but he and his forces stand accused of ending many young lives. In this country of chaos and war, with atrocities on all sides, there's a very different message here.
أستاذ بنحب إنه تضل أحلاها ما فيها شيء وترجع الأمور مثل ما كانت من قبل.